Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be answering a question I get asked all the time, and it's if it's safe or not to have a pet after a transplant. I'm going to be specifically talking about cats and dogs, so if you guys are interested, definitely watch this video. But before we hop into this video, guys, I want to let you guys know who I am. I'm Cindy and I'm a kidney transplant patient specifically, and my channel is basically about kidney wellness, lifestyle, travel, testimony Tuesdays, and just a ton of stuff I love to share with you guys. So if you guys are new, consider subscribing. So as you guys know, us that have a transplant, our immune system is already being suppressed due to the immunosuppressants because of the transplant. And obviously we are at a higher risk of getting any sickness or diseases than the average person. So of course we have to be more cautious in just anything we do, not just specifically in owning a pet, but just even when you're traveling or being in a crowded area or being around sick people. So always remember, since we are being compromised, our immune system is already low, we do have to take those extra steps. And this is what I do as a dog owner myself to really keep myself healthy and just to avoid getting sick and getting myself, in a higher risk. So I'm specifically going to be mentioning things about dogs and cats, but this is my tip to any owner. Of course, the obvious, always make sure you wash your hands, and just after you pet. I have a dog, her name is Priscilla. She's a big dog, and every time I pet her, I always make sure I wash my hands after. I do not let Priscilla lick my hands or let her lick my face. So I highly recommend that you guys don't let your dog or your cat lick anything around your face or your hands, and make sure you're always washing your hands after, and definitely before you eat. And honestly, I believe it's easier to just wash your hands right after you touch your dog, because what if you want to snack on something, you forget that you were just playing with your dog and you eat with dirty hands. Your germs aren't visible, you can't see them, so you're just gonna put yourself in a risk. I don't sleep with my dog on the bed, so I highly recommend that you guys try to avoid that as possible, because if your dog sheds, the hair of your dog can be dangerous in a sense of what if you swallow it and it can have some type of bacteria or just anything. You don't want to accidentally swallow a hair, because I know that's not good for your bodies, especially when your immune system is being suppressed. Also, you want to always make sure your cat or dog's health is always good, and you're always making sure that it's not having a cold or just anything that could potentially get you sick. So if you have any worriness, if you're afraid that your animal could be sick, I always recommend that you take it to the vet so it can avoid you from getting sick, because cats and dogs can transmit diseases to people. So now for cat owners, the same things apply as well as for dog owners. The same things I was just saying. Making sure you wash your hands, making sure your cat is always healthy and good, and just to keep your distance in the sense of not letting your cat lick your face or lick your hand, because you are in a higher risk of getting any sicknesses or diseases. Also, never change a litter box. I always say this to anybody, and even if you're a dog owner, don't go pick up your dog's poop. Have somebody else do that for you, as well as the litter box. Don't go change a litter box, have somebody else do it, because you are going to be in close contact with feces, and feces carry diseases, just a whole bunch of things you don't really want to expose yourself to. So I highly recommend that you don't change the litter box, have somebody do that for you. Also, for both cat and dog owners, I always say never let a cat or a dog breathe in your face, because it's you guys are breathing the same air and cycling around the air if you guys are close to one another. So never let them breathe in your face. As well as, I don't really recommend that they sleep in the same bed as you. The same room, it's fine, but same bed I don't recommend, just for the risk of swallowing one of their hairs or just anything. Also, make sure you guys keep your animal as clean as possible. Try to shower it once a week, twice a week if you can, to make sure it doesn't have any fleas or ticks, because those little animals carry diseases as well. So you have to be very cautious for that too. So that applies for the cats and dogs. Now I do want to mention a couple animals that are considered high-risk pets to have, which is you really shouldn't have this animal in your house if you are a transplant patient, because you're just putting yourself in a higher risk. And that's any reptile, so snakes, lizards, turtles, any of those can really harm your health, as well as chicks and chickens. I don't know what it is, I guess because they're dirty and they just poop everywhere and they could get really messy, their feathers. It's very unhealthy for you to have those as well in your house. And any wild animals, which is obvious, you know, it can be dangerous for your health, and as well as you don't want to keep any wild animal in captivity. So just keep those animals in mind, you know, try to stay away from them if you do have a transplant. Also, just be cautious if you're going to a petting zoo or farm, you know, keep your hands clean at all times, and just try not to get too close, and just try to maintain yourself as clean as possible. So to sum up this video, it is possible for you guys to have a pet post-transplant. You just have to take extra little steps to make sure your transplant is healthy as well as your dog. So if you guys liked this video and felt like it was informative for you guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you guys have any questions, just leave them down in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed and beautiful day, everyone.